Parsha's Tisa. The focus of our discussion of this Parsha is how Moshe reacted on behalf of the Jewish people when the Jewish people made the Chet HaEgel, the golden calf, the sin of the golden calf. Moshe prayed and did not leave one stone in heaven unturned. Why? To beg forgiveness for them. He said, Hashem, if you forgive their sins, good. But if you don't forgive them, I ask you to erase me. If the attribute of justice is relentless in demanding justice, then erase me. I will negate myself for the highest of all levels. What do we learn from this? We learn that a humble Torah scholar can gain forgiveness for the sins of his people. Moshe is saying in essence to Hashem, to please forgive the Jews, because I'm completely humble. Otherwise, Lukuti Maran points out that otherwise Moshe is saying that Hashem should do away with him, lest he become an arrogant and condescending person. That's how much he cared about people. We must learn from our leader Moshe, who made the ultimate sacrifice of himself in order that he should save every Jew. Even though the people sinned right after they received the Torah, Moshe never disassociated himself from them. We have to learn how deep this is. We must always bind ourselves to our people who follow us. And then we can really be close to Hashem. Why? We learn from the Yishalmi and Titus that Moshe davened to Hashem to forgive the Jews for his name's sake. Because if the Jews were to suffer, then Hashem ultimately would really suffer. We must learn out and become leaders like Moshe. Why? Because he possessed the power of complete self-sacrifice. And even for the worst sinner, don't give up on anybody. We can know from ourselves. Can we judge ourselves? We know we all do wrong. If Moshe Rabbeinu could stand up for those who committed such a terrible sin, how could any of us judge and condemn others? There are only 4 people in history the Gemara says it didn't sin. Leaders must learn from Moshe to accept the responsibility of his followers. Because if I did something wrong, my followers were watching me. Therefore, Moshe would rather give of himself up entirely, give everything he earned. There's a Gemara in Eruvin that teaches that had the first tablets not been broken, the Torah would not have been forgotten by the Jews. The tablets of the Luchos represent the heart. As it says in Mishlei, just as the tablets were broken, so might a person's heart be broken in a sense of being forgetful, and because memory is associated with sight. Forgetfulness is as well associated with sight. And we compromise our sight. A broken heart harbors forbidden desires. When one engages in hitbodedut, privately talking to Hashem, then you develop a relationship. And you find a righteous person and develop a relationship with them. That person is humble. The sins of the spies, Rashi teaches, is a result of the sin of the golden calf. The tablets were broken on the 17th of Tammuz. The spy's sin of slandering the Holy Land of Israel brought about the destruction of the Beis Hamikdash. We can fix this. How? The destruction was caused by the evil eye of the spies through seeking forgiveness of that sin and our own, which happens on Yom Kippur, which was the day Hashem gave us the second Luchos, which replaced the first broken ones. The rectification of slander, lashon hara, of the spies, takes place on the 15th of Av, when the Jews in the desert ceased to die. We learn how destructive the desires of the evil eye are. That can lead to greed, morality, jealousy, looking at somebody else, wanting what they have, and ultimately it's destruction by watching or not watching our eyes, our desires, our mouths. Don't allow your mouth to punish your flesh. Those who speak the wrong things, they're a master before they speak and a slave afterward. This, will, in a way, will be the rebuilding of the base of Mikdash speedily in our days.